This is Galaxy Girl. I used 3 colors for this print: yellow, fluorescent pink, and blue. And there's a mistake in this print that I'm genuinely glad that I made. And there's also a much bigger reason why I made it in the first place. I'll show you both and why this print means so much to me. So today I'm walking you through exactly how I made this risograph print, the idea behind it, printing day, the part I got wrong, and the part that ended up better than I initially planned. This print started with a 1950s gin advertisement. A woman in a big hat, holding an iced drink, and looking impossibly poised. I was a little bit obsessed with her, but not in a I love vintage ad sort of way, but more like a what was this ad actually selling and what has changed since the 1950s for women and what hasn't. Here's what I wanted to do creatively. I wanted to take this woman in this advertisement who only exists to sell a lifestyle and more broadly, a very narrow view of what a woman could be. And I wanted to free her from that and turn her into something cosmic instead of decorative. A friend of mine gave me a stack of magazine cutouts, NASA images that she had collected over the years, and one of them was a photograph of our own galaxy. And the second I saw it, I knew that it belonged in this artwork. So let me get into why this print was so important to me at the time when I made it. I have 2 kids, and for the last few years, basically all of my creative energy has gone into raising them. And for a long time before I had kids, being an artist was just who I was and was such an integral part of my identity. And then I became a mother and that identity completely shifted. And it's not that identity disappeared, but it got buried under diaper changes, nap time schedules, doctor's appointments. Let me know in the comments if you are a parent as well who is trying to keep your creative life alive. So this print was the first piece that I had made in a really long time. So that's the bigger reason. Now let's get into how I actually made this Riso print. At first, I scanned the image of the gin ad woman, but then I realized it didn't capture the color well enough, so I ended up photographing it. Then in Photoshop, I masked out her face, keeping her lips, and then I dropped the galaxy photo in underneath. And here's the thing about making art based on an idea that lives in your head. In your head, it's perfect, but the second you actually start making it, it almost never matches what you have in your head. When I first placed the galaxy in that space where her face is, it looked flat, not interesting, and felt so disconnected from the photo of the woman. And I almost moved on from this idea and didn't finish the piece just because it didn't match the idea in my head. But when I moved the galaxy layer, I placed it slightly wrong. And the brightest part, the galactic center, landed right where her left eye should be. And that wasn't planned, it was a mistake. But the moment I saw it, it was so much better than the idea that I had in my head. In a lot of occult and folk traditions, the left eye is the eye of intuition, of mystery, of magic. That's the eye that sees what's underneath the surface, not just what's in front of you. I didn't think about that when I placed the eye there, but I knew that it just felt right. This is also a moment when this risograph print stopped being a collage project, and I started thinking about my work as a kind of art magic, where the mistakes aren't really mistakes, but the piece is telling you something that you didn't consciously plan. That's the mistake that I told you about at the start, and it's the one that I'm really glad that I made. When the real thing, your real artwork, doesn't match what's in your head, that's not a failure. That's you figuring out how your work is going to fit together. And it's really important that you stick with it and you don't scrap it out of shame. Once I had my digital artwork just the way I wanted it, I separated the color layers into 3 layers using Photoshop's color channels. These separate files became my yellow, fluorescent pink, and blue layers. I sent those 3 files over to Outlet PDX where I print my risograph prints, and then the next day I went in for printing. Typically, with risograph printing, you start with the lightest layer and you work your way up to the darkest layer. So the order of the color layers went yellow, fluorescent pink, and finally the blue. Now is the part that I got wrong. The craft part, not the emotional, creative part. Look at her hair against the galaxy. I wanted that white galactic center to really pop, and in this edition, there's just not enough contrast between that white center and her hair, and it just blends together instead of popping. So I'm already thinking about the second edition, and I want to make her hair more of a fiery orange so that there's more contrast between her hair and the center of that galaxy. And that's how first edition Risograph prints can go a lot of the time. You set up your file and you make it as perfect as you think it can be, and then you go to print. You learn a lot from your first editions so that your second and your third editions can be closer to what you had envisioned. I'm really proud of this print. This is Galaxy Girl, 11 by 17 inches. I printed this print right here in Portland at Outlet PDX. It's part of an edition of 100. I signed each and every one. This is definitely not the print that I had initially imagined in my head. It's better. It's stranger, and it feels like it's more me. If you feel like you're in a time of your life where your creative life got buried under something else, maybe a job or caretaking responsibilities or just life, I want this print to be proof that it's just that. It's buried and it's hidden, but it's still there. Galaxy Girl is available on my shop, and I'll link it down below in the description if you want to go ahead and get one for yourself. And if you want to see how I made my print Strawberry Lake right here, I go through my entire Risograph printing process there. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!